El Gato. Did you see that meme a while back where it took, the El Gato meme?
I don't think.
It was like just a mashup of a bunch of different things. It was taking an audio clip of someone saying arigato, which is Japanese for thank you, but they set it up so that you would mishear it as El Gato, which is Spanish for the cat.
Oh, okay.
And then it had just like a super low poly, low res cat with funny proportions.
That's
And it's just like El Gato.
oh god. I love it. Oh, game, come back. Come on, man. And we're gonna let Peach be aware that Arceus is coming. Yeah. Continue. I can go ahead and fade this natural ambiance. Alright, Game Freak, here we are. Haven't seen this screen in a couple weeks. Because I actually did play some more after the last stream from middle of August. Which is very bad to say that we let this go on for that long without playing this game again, but I actually did play some more um after the that previous episode, and it was doing some side missions, and I was trying to find a bigger Buizel for for a specific mission. Let me see, not there. There we go. Missions and requests. Because I was looking in the Pokedex to see where Buizel mainly are, and I went to like the first area, but I need to go to because it even shows right there on the thing that we've caught 5 out of the 1 weasel, but we have to have a weasel that's big enough that it has to be like a certain height or taller for him to consider it a big weasel. Let me I gotta update my overlay for Pokemon Arceus. Unless it's already updated. Yeah, I already had it updated. I just gotta change it in this right here. Let's just replace this with Legends Arceus. Okay, so the slumbering lord of the tundra. Gotta Slumbering Lord of the Tundra. Complete enough tasks to reach the fill star. Yeah, that's where we left off before. We have to actually get up into the 5th star rank first before we can even go to that area. And that's what I was wanting to do before I got back on this game on stream again. But hey, it's been a month since I streamed this game. Even if it is just the side stuff, I'm wanting to get some coverage on this game on the stream. Have you played this actually?
Yeah. I have not gotten to, no.
Did it interest you at all? Like, were you wanting to play Arceus, or you're just not really thinking about it?
It did, kind of, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's not for everybody. Complete enough. Yeah, so Avalog, the Lord of the Tundra, has been driven into a frenzy by the strange lightning. Investigate the matter and find a way to quell his frenzy. What we've essentially done as far as this game, because the plot is we came from this giant rift. Actually, it's kind of up there. We came from this rift in the sky, and with that rift, there's been some strange lightning, and that lightning has angered certain Pokemon who are considered lords of various parts of this area that we're in, of this land. And when they're enraged, when they're enraged, we have to quell their frenzies by feeding them bombs that have their favorite food with it. And so far, we've beaten 4 of them, I think. Repeller's ooh, back to Arceus today. Yes, back to Arceus. Hello, Repeller. How are you doing? Glad to see that name pop back up in chat. Let's see. I was going in a circle. I should be looking at my Pokedex to see where Weasel. Pokedex. There we go. Okay, Weasel is in a couple of different locations. Cobalt Coastlands, Crimson Islands, the Obsidian Fieldlands is probably the easier ones. Cobalt Coastlands is where we'll find the stronger Weasel, and hopefully the bigger Weasel. Let's go to the Crimson Islands. I think I just said right. No, Cobalt Coastlands. Coastlands Camp. But the last time we I forget which lord we quelled before. As far as the Pokemon that we had that we can use to assist us, as we have Weirdeer, who we can ride to dash and go and jump across things that we maybe not be able to jump across ourselves. We have Sneasler, who can climb up mountainsides or just steep inclines. We have oh god, I forgot the name of this Pokemon. But they're able to sniff out hidden things with the radar. If we get close enough. No, not there. We're close. Come on. Because the size map. Yeah, for this person that's wanting the Weasel. Oh god, this is an alpha Staraptor. Pretty sure. Graveler, I choose you. Staravia. Alright. Use the rest. HP is full. Yeah, why did you use rest? Not sure. Rollout. This shouldn't be too hard. Brave Bird. Avoided the attack like a champion. Let's go, Graveler. Alright, defeated that one. Don't have enough space for the experience candy. But what do we have in our item inventory? Let's see. It's almost
Hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Alright, nice.
Yeah. Let's see, crafting kit. I think we can actually. Okay, we can craft Pokeballs. Cause yeah, in this game we have to. It's very heavy on crafting things. So instead, we can still buy Pokeballs, but um they rely
Better
heavier
to
into
craft
that.
them.
Yeah, they prefer you to have the resource, like find resources and craft them. Same thing with potions. So to make a potion, you have to have orange berries and a medicinal leek. So we have one of each to make one potion. We can make stealth sprays apparently. Uh, we can make two of those. Okay. Oh, it takes three at a time of bugworts to make stealth sprays. Okay. Stealth sprays, they muffle the sound of your footsteps and makes wild Pokemon less likely to. Okay, so stealth spray makes us less noticeable slightly. That cleared up two spots. Oh, we can sell the Stardust at the store. Clear up this experience candy. There we go. Pop pod. Have we not picked up? Have we not gotten a pop pod before? It had a thing. Uh, a sea vegetable for crafting scatterbangs. If you wrap it up so that the air has no way to escape, then deal it a sharp blow. It produces a loud popping noise. Okay. A star, a Starly just running away. Chatot. Oh, that's our review once. Wants smoke. We beaten the research task because Pokemon in the Pokedex, instead of just simply catching the Pokemon, we have these checklists that we can gradually fill up by either catching a certain amount of them, beating a certain amount in battle, seeing them use moves a certain amount of times, times you've given it. Apparently, there's some that have a number to keep track of for when we've given it food, how many we've seen evolve, etc. Other Pokemon have certain specific tasks, varying which moves you want to see them use, and whatnot. So like the more tasks you've gotten of Pokemon, it's more like uh a Pokemon Go wants you to catch as
It's
many of the
a
same thing so they can get more candy. This one wants you to catch or encounter as many as possible to fill in the task for their research.
uh, and that's how you progress, or is that like completion? Uh,
Yeah, it's how you filling in as much research as you can helps with the progression. Cause like I was talking about a few minutes ago, as far as the ranking, because we have to be a 5th star rank to keep going in the part of the story that we're needing to go. Because I guess this next area
yeah,
has stronger things, so we have to have more research add up to be more points to our rank. As far as the Pokemon go, we definitely have strong Pokemon to go forward with because we have our starter. We had Oshawott, so now it's Samurott at level 50. We have our level 51 Staraptor. We nicknamed Star. Uh, our 45 level Skuntank. Our 43 level Rapidash. 42 level Tangrowth and Graveler is 39. Kind of bring up the rear in terms of levels. I was switching out different Pokemon so I could oh yeah, that Electro was the last lord of that region that we went to. Well, not region, but the area that we went to. Because first it was I can't think of that thing's name. Then it was Lilligant, and then it was Arcanine, which that was let me see, because that was like on a volcano, or like around a volcano. We ended up encountering the Arcanine. The first one, I can't remember its name to save my life, but we've beaten 4 of the enraged uh lords of their respective lands so far. So there's one left, which I think is this one that, hold on, name come back to me. Avalug, yeah, Avalug, the Lord of the Tundra, because it was different. They all had different titles: Lord of the Land, Lord of the Tundra, Lord of the uh, can't think of what I can't think of what Arcanine's title was. Lord of the Islands, something like that. But each one had their own thing. Oh wait, I can see it if I where to go to each one. Because 12, 11 was Electro Lord of the Hollow was what Electro's title was. Arcanine was Lord of the Isles. So I was right with that one. New mission. Lilligant Lady of the Ridge. Cleavor was the first one. Cleavor was Lord of the Woods. So yeah, they all had their own respective titles because they were in each part of their lands. Lord of the Tundra is I'm not sure if this is the last one. I don't want to know for sure, but I feel like we're getting close-ish to the end of the main story.
Yeah.
Propeller says the concept of the game is good. I just wish it wasn't so grindy. Yeah, that is a criticism I've seen. It's very grindy. Because case in point, what we're doing right now, we're having to grind up enough points. Because basically, whenever we catch Pokemon over and over again, whenever we beat Pokemon, that would add up to our research task for each Pokemon. And
So you just sort of catch Pokemon over and over until the game says you can progress.
yeah, like catching new species gives you more research points. And there's more things that if you catch a or if you throw a Pokeball where a Pokemon's not expecting you, if you throw like from behind, that's called a backstrike. So there's some
Yeah.
extra points you can get for that. So basically, just you being rewarded for being stealthy, just taking advantage of resources you have.
Yeah, rewarding different approaches to
Yeah, exactly.
situations.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you want to get through this faster, you better change up your approach.
Mm-hmm. And then thankfully, whenever we set up a camp, we can actually go to the map and warp back to whatever camp we're at, and this will help me be able to sell these Stardust I have. And then apparently this dialogue here, if we go to Choi at the main village where we were in the beginning, Jubilife Village, uh, we can get more things because until then this person just keeps saying the same line of if Choi at the general store could just get some different goods and stock, I have more to sell. Oh, don't mind me. Have you got more? Have you got your Pokemon team and your items all ready for your excursion? And then it lets us go to do shopping. We can also sell items, which we're wanting to do for these two Stardust. There we go. And then we can put stuff in our storage as well. If we go to the side. Oh, we can heal our Pokemon right here too. So we could use a rest and you can say just a little while. There's certain Pokemon that are dependent upon the part of the day, I believe. So that's why it has the other options. Where if you want to rest, you can pick until morning, until midday, evening, and nightfall. Then that, or you can just do the I'll stay up with the never mind option. But any of these other ones for morning, midday, evening, nightfall, because because
Yeah.
the days will cycle with in game time. So depending on how long
Yeah.
you're in certain areas, it'll naturally adjust. So if you're trying to find something for specifically at night, would probably say evening, so it would gradually transition into nightfall. Because I think if you did a nightfall and you couldn't find it right away, then hey, it's just gonna turn morning again, and you got to try to find from scratch.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
different things like that.
And
Pretty
then
cool.
there's
What's
yeah,
up?
because like in the mainline Pokemon games, it's just the in-game time is synced up with real world time.
Hmm?
So unless you wanted to edit your clock settings, you would have to actually wait until like nighttime in real life to go find a
Yeah,
specific Pokemon that only appears at night.
because the day and night cycle started in the mainline games with I want to say Gen 2 with Gold and Silver, or was it
Yeah,
Gen 3? Well, it was Gen 2.
yeah, Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
I thought so because that was the game. I remember it when I was emulating Gold. Well, actually, no, actually, with on the 3DS one, like the version on Virtual Console, like that was the first time it was like, oh yes, you can set your clock. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, so two more spots are open. Good, good. One of the I just put some like piece of wood in storage because for the longest time there was a mission that I had that was a side quest. Yeah, as a side request that it was to make a what was called a Pokeshi doll, and we had to have a certain amount of wood pieces, and it needed three. Uh, but I only had two. And apparently, I found a piece of wood at some point. Uh, but they said they wanted to craft a Pokeshi doll, and we can go into our thing to see crafting and see where. And the Bokeshi doll needs three, so we could actually just make this right now, real fast, and then we can take that move all at once. There we go, and then we can just take that doll to that person. A
Yeah.
wooden toy carved from the image of a Pokemon. It can be sold to a general store, but we're gonna keep that in our satchel. All right, beautiful. Oh, and that's under key. Is it under key items? No, or did it just go to the top? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So I'm gonna still look for this Weasel out here. But when we go back to town, I can also give that Pokeshi doll to the person. Two birds with one stone. Okay, I don't think this is where we were supposed to be for the Weasel. Uh,
Yeah.
where's the Cabal? No, wait. Coronet Highlands.
Do you use do you use any like Pokemon guide website,
What about guide websites?
like websites specifically dedicated to Pokemon?
Things like Cerebi.net and
Yeah.
what about them?
Yeah. Do you use them?
Yeah, because I ended up using like the codes that they were giving us for Rescue Team DX. There were a lot of like free distribution
Yeah.
codes from there for
Oh.
items and such. Oh, and in chat, Chase says, "Hey, want to trade?" And hi, hello, welcome to stream. I'm down to trade something. What do you have in mind? I just look for an entire region. Okay, so alpha, they're I think they were ordered by alphabet at first. So let's just go to Weasel and refind. Okay, so I'm in the Cobalt Coastlands. I'm pretty sure. Obsidian Fieldlands. Where are we at? Okay, we're in the Cobalt Coastlands. Is it a certain part of the coastlands we gotta find? Apalm Hill and Bather's Lagoon. So let's go to Apalm Hill then, I guess. Where is Apalm? Oh, it's way over there. I'm better off going to the beachside camp and going to Apalm Hill from there. Because Bather's Lagoon is over that way anyway. So yeah, let's just take a shortcut to that camp. I love that we can just shortcut to the other camps because otherwise we'd be running for quite some time.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was
Yeah.
saying was whenever I want to find like a specific Pokemon, I
Mhm.
just use Cerebi to see
Okay.
one if I can do it, and two, you know, where they are, what time of day it has to be, stuff like that.
Okay. Just flag that for right now. Yeah, that having that resource now is definitely very helpful because we didn't have all that back in the day, back in our time. Didn't have things like
Yeah,
Cerebi.net. Just kind of had to figure out things just by pure instinct.
or
Oh wait, storage. That's what I was doing.
brute forcing, brute forcing every possibility.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that too. All right, move to storage. All right, so we'll put this doll in our storage for right now. Because have that room in our storage to be able to Scrounge the lands. Oh, that's our professor as well, like Professor Lavington. We usually talk to them if we want to go back to the town, or we just go back to the passage that goes back to town. But that's who we'll consult with at the end of each of our outings to report our findings, and that's who we report
Yeah,
uh as far as things go. And he'll say, okay, let's see what kind of progress you've made. That's how we get the points for each time.
I
And then
see.
yeah, what I did right there. Whenever we see bears on a tree, you can throw out any of your Pokemon just kind of in the overworld, and if you're right near a tree, they'll attack the tree to give you the berries. Or if it's like a some sort of rock formation, they'll attack the formation to give you items that's from that too.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay, Apalm Hill's got to be somewhere up here. Where is it? Where is it wanting to direct me? Because because you see that number going down whenever you go closer to it, like by steps. It might be wanting to. Uh, I think whenever I have that flagged up there, I think it's trying to take me to the person who gave me the mission, who gave me this request in the first place. That's what
Yeah,
that's
probably just
that's what that is.
marking,
Yeah.
just marking where the quest would end.
Mm-hmm. It's got the flag up for. I'm gonna take the. Am I able to take this off of the main mission? No. Okay. But if we have it there, it takes it off because that's the main mission for the plot for us to progress. But that's just trying to route us back to town. Because whenever we finish this part, we're supposed to go back to our commander, and she would give us the A-OK we could rank up or not. Then before we go into another outing, I'm gonna switch my Pokemon around because everybody that I wanted to evolve has evolved. I'm fairly certain. Uh, well, Graveler's gotta
Wait, so,
become. What's up?
hang on though. What's the How does this game start? Because I mean, like, where does the player character come from?
That's the thing. We don't really know. Like, the the story starts off where we're just kind of in this perpetual state of falling down. Like we're falling, and there's just a lot of coloration around us. And I think we like catch a glimpse of like a shadowy figurine, which is implied Arceus. But that's how we fall down the rift thing that we can always see at the sky. Depends on where we are. We can probably still see it up there. Uh, well, we were able to see it in town when I was looking up earlier. But oh god,
Yeah.
something. Whenever you see a red eye above like that, something is locked. It senses. Oh Jesus! What? That's a Starly. Why is it so big? Alpha Pokemon are usually a
Dude,
lot bigger. And yeah,
imagine,
what's up?
imagine you're just walking down the street to your local grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see like a pigeon the size of an ostrich.
Same vibes of this Starly.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would do. Oh my god. I would panic and run first. I'm like, what is this? Why is this Starly so strong? This is a rock Pokemon, sir. The Starly's normal type moves are just doing that much damage to my Grappler. That's wild. Okay, we don't have enough room for something. What is this? Grit Gravel? That I think the gravel items are meant to help with our stats slightly. Do I have any other things? Grit dust. Because these mysterious dust that can raise the effort level. So effort levels I can only assume is this game's idea of like IV things. So if you're increasing the effort level for let's see, attack. Because I think there's different tiers of the grit items. There's grit dust, there's grit What is it on the ground now? There's a great
Wait,
gravel.
you
And
can just raise the IVs and EVs of your Pokemon now?
yes, but that's what this reminds me of. I'd be surprised if it wasn't that.
That's actually really, really nice.
Yeah. And now we have enough room for the gravel. Because I think it's
Because,
yes sir?
let's say you either catch or breed a shiny version of your favorite Pokemon,
Hmm.
but then it just has terrible, terrible IVs and EVs. And it's like, now you've got a shiny of your favorite Pokemon, but you you can't use them if you want to play against other people.
Yeah. I can see that being
And
unfortunate.
and
Oh, oh, can we scatter back? Oh, we can
of
make scatter
course,
back.
if you're not playing against other people and are just, you know, playing the campaign or the battle tower, then IVs and EVs don't really matter that much unless you're doing a challenge run of some sort.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I guess if you're a competitive Pokemon player,
Yeah, which I am far from
then
being.
yeah, me too.
Let's see. Let's heal Graveler up some. We're trying to get to Apalm Hill. That's where Weasel. Wait, Weasel? I see you right there. I'm just gonna catch any Weasel that I see, and just hope that it considers it to be strong or big enough. Oh this poor Weasel about to die. Level 42 Tangrowth. Is it gonna one shot? Yeah, I figured as much. Right myself, I was gonna catch every one of them. I would. I not that would suck if that would actually end up meeting the criteria. It's like, oh yeah, nope, dead. What do we have that's not as strong? Let's go against that. I guess Graveler. It's using Swift. It's pretty neat. Oh, we use Graveler because of this. Like you see, we just kind of casually transition into battle from the overworld instead of it just oh
Yeah,
yeah we have an encounter, plays a little screen and it takes us to a separate thing. We just fight where we are and just keep
yeah.
on going from there.
It is really neat that they just do that instead of doing this whole over the top transition into a
Mm-hmm.
little simplified battle arena where it's like, here's your circle of dirt in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Go at it.
Because don't get me wrong, like the transitions are neat. They're timeless. How we our first experiences in Pokemon, we saw all these
Yeah.
transitions. But if we're wanting to just get right into it, a lot snappier, then yeah, this game definitely handles that really well.
I mean, the main thing is that there's just more to look at while you're in the middle of the battle because
Hmm.
the regular battle background is pretty bland, whereas this you can see like all around you.
Yeah, exactly.
And while it's definitely not the prettiest game, it's certainly a lot more interesting than just here's some grass blades and a circle.
Hmm. Just having the platforms, and then it just gives you kind of the aesthetic of where you're at. It gives you a background at least, but not a true background like you're saying. Okay, so that in the corner is now
Yeah.
where it says time you've seen it use Aqua Jet. That's part of Weasel's research task. Uh, times you've seen it use Aqua Jet, whether it's against you or whether you use Aqua Jet, it counts your times that you see the move regardless. So that's one Weasel specific task that he has. Times you defeated it with electric type moves. So that's if I had my what's the evolution of Shinx? Uh, Luxio or Luxray is what I would have
Looks
to
right.
do that. Number of large specimen you've caught. So this would help us with our research tasks as well, like getting the large specimen. So if we see that number go up from 2 to 3, then we know at least, then yeah, that's a bigger weasel we managed to catch. That would be nice to see that. Uh, what's in this rock thing? Ooh, Firestone and more
Hey,
Tumblestone.
let's go.
Holy float though. Let's go. Oh, these are some big boys.
Yeah.
Let's see, acid spray. That probably won't even one shot. Oh, I barely even did a quarter. So that just goes to show how strong Float Zell is. That's level 29. Double hit? Oh, jeez. Oh, it adopted a stance. We should be fine. Let's just Pokeball. Let's go. Oh, escape. Gotta see. Oh, they. Wait, is it? So double hit just changes the stance? I guess. Oh, never mind. Wait, what? See, I'm thinking that move is I'm thinking that move is like bide where it was taking that turn to prepare, but I guess not. I'm not sure what happened to the person in the chat. AC95. They were asking to trade a while ago, but I'm not sure if they wanted to or not still. Oh, Floatzel is new. We haven't. Oh, so we hadn't caught Floatzel before. Oh, and just now it came on the screen where it said new move for Tangela or Tangrowth. Something else that this game does that I really like, as far as moves go, we can actually go into here and see where it says change moves. We can do this, and we can actually see all the list of moves that it's learned up to this point, and we can cycle through them and save our own list as we go.
Oh, that's really nice because in um, when I played Sword, you had to go to Pokemon Centers
Mm-hmm.
to and reloot, relearn moves and select the ones that you want to forget to
Yeah,
make
in
room
this
for the
one.
new ones.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to bring back those ones that you had forgotten to relearn, you would have to go back to a Pokemon Center. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
this big old thing.
Yeah, it could be a big thing. Wait, oh, it's just showing us the rest of the stats. We hit plus. Just checking his summary. Uh, but as far as these go, the new move that it added to our pool was Sleep Powder. Right now, I have Poison Powder, Acid Spray, the Ancient Power, and Energy Ball. Sleep Powder. In this game, Pokemon can't truly fall asleep in battle. They just get the drowsy status ailment, and they I think just end up being slower. So more turns come to the other person that's not drowsy. So
Or they
still
get to
useful.
act. They get to act first more often.
Yeah, exactly that.
'Cause
So that could be good against certain Pokemon. But poison powder, gives the poison status. That's the same. It is they'll take damage over time. The acid spray here, the extra thing it does is it may lower the target's it lowers their defense. Then the ancient power is the rock move here. May also raise the user's offensive and defensive stats. So I'm not sure that's both attack and special attack with defense and special defense, or I'm not really sure if that's physical or special or both. But ancient power is like the rock move we have to challenge Well, I wouldn't really try to keep Gran Turismo out against flying types. Maybe against whatever else Rock is good against. That's what I had that for. A double hit.
Is rock good against fire?
Yeah, that
I don't
actually.
know.
But then again, fire's good against grass, so like I wouldn't want to keep Tangrowth out against fire types usually. I don't know. I guess last
Yeah,
ditch
true.
situations. But double hit, that's what move that they kept using against us. Adopts a hard hitting stance to increase the damage dealt by its moves. Okay, so double hit basically just is like swords dance, I guess, where it well swords dance just makes you have more critical hits, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Um,
I think that's what swords dance does.
yeah,
Double hit, it looks like it's
yeah,
just increasing our move by 50%. So I guess it will move so energy
yeah,
ball by example, 80 power, 50% of that would be 40. So it would do 120 damage instead of 80. Which is good. That is actually a decent increase in power.
yeah. Because I was thinking of um, attack and speed
Mhm.
being risen, but that's what the move Dragon Stance does.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Dragon's Dance. So I'm for the time being, I think this pool of moves is fine. Uh, acid spray being our attacking poison move. Poison powder, just poison powder. I mean, sleep powder might come in more in handy than that right now. And then once we got the moves that we like, because it will be a check mark by the newer ones in R4, just confirm and happy with the move set and hit yes. And ta-da! The moves change, and we can go through that and cycle moves however we want for everybody that same way if we're wanting to. Rapidash has Flame Wheel, Fire Blast, Hypnosis, and Double Hit. Okay, so I have that there for the increasing these. Fire Blast would be a 150 instead, and Flame Wheel would be 90 for power. That'd be pretty good. Everything else here, double hit and double edge. Because double edge, I just don't like moves that do recoil damage. Because I feel like that they're not worth in the
Yeah,
end. Like last ditch efforts, I guess, but I just don't really like the moves that cause damage back to you.
yeah. I mean, when I was playing through Sword, I had a move that did recoil damage that I used a lot, but it didn't really matter that much because it was basically always a one-hit KO. But yeah,
Okay.
definitely a downside if you're not getting a lot of damage out of it.
Yeah, exactly. What's down there? Ooh, Apom. How much have I done with Apom? I've caught 6. I could keep catching. I've only defeated 1. So the number defeated could be increased. We'll just take care of this Apom real quick. Does Star have close combat? It does. Just overkill close combat on this Apom.
Yeah.
Alright, what's this? What's in there? Iron Chunk and Black Tumblestone. I think the Black Tumblestones help us craft heavy Pokeballs, which we actually have a decent bit of. Yeah, the heavy balls are the ones that they can't fly as far, of course, but they're more effective if you manage to hit an unsuspecting Pokemon. So if you're doing like the back strike, uh getting a hit on them from the back, throwing the Pokeball out,
Uh,
then it's a higher chance of
yeah.
it catching, higher success rate. I'll put this in practice.
Situational
Ah, it keeps
Pokeballs are a really neat idea, but I find I just don't typically end up using them.
Yeah, that's fair. God, he sensed us over here. I
Like
was. Hmm?
if I'm in the really really early game, then I don't even have access to alternate Pokeballs yet, so I just use the default ones. Early game, I use like Great Balls, and then anything from like any amount of time in it all, I just use Ultra Balls all the way through.
Yeah, that's fair. Because just yeah, just use the ultra balls and have the best chances.
Yeah.
God, these heavy balls really don't have any distance to them. Okay.
So there is also Quick Balls, but those are really hard to get.
Yeah, those are the ones that you
I
can
think they're
try
called
to
Quick
have at the
Balls
beginning of a
anyway,
fight.
but yeah, they're most effective on the first turn, and
Hmm.
they work almost 100% of the time.
Ooh, okay.
It's like, can we get Master Ball? No, we have Master Ball at home.
Nice. There's something that senses us. I think it's one of these Avon. Or this. Or this Motham that wants to smoke apparently. What do we have on you? Number caught. We can number you've caught without well without being spotted. That ship is sailed. It spotted us and it wants and it wants all the violence. All right, Skunk Tank. All right, let's see. Uh, flamethrower. I forgot Skunk Tank had flamethrower. Just one shot this thing. It's very strange that this very large skunk Pokemon can learn a move that breathes fire. Only in Pokemon.
Well, skunks are known for being, you know, smelly.
That they are. Oh, beautiful. It went down. No? Come on. Dude, these heavy balls have no distance whatsoever. The feather balls are meant for if you're trying to catch a Pokemon that's like higher in the sky because they can fly a lot farther.
Yeah,
Uh, great balls are
yeah,
great balls. And then Pokeballs. These are like the two basic model ones here. Pokeling and Great. But heavy balls and feather balls are specific to this game from what I'm aware of because of the overworld.
yeah,
I just by comparison, the feather balls can fly a lot further like
yeah.
this. They're very fast too. Jeez.
Yeah.
Caught. Caught. There you go. But am I on? Because
Which,
I know it said Apalm. Am I
which,
in Apalm Hill? What's up?
depending on how light something is, it might not go very far, very fast at all, just because of the air resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas something heavy is going to be a lot harder to throw, but it's also not going to be slowed down nearly as much by air resistance, just because its mass can
Okay.
carry it farther without getting slowed down.
Okay. Bringing the science element into it, I like it.
So if you just have like a crumpled up ball of paper, you're probably not going to be able to throw it uh, all the way across your yard because the air will just stop it.
Yeah, it gets caught up in the ridges of the ball. Yeah.
Or even if it's hypothetically perfectly spherical, it's just so light and it's
It's so
still got
misshapen.
a profile.
So you say because of the profile of the. So you say because of the profile of the way the paper ball is shaped. or brought together.
because it has any form at all,
Hmm.
it will be pushing against the air,
Hmm.
and if it's light enough, then any resistance will basically be able to stop it. Whereas if you have something with the exact same form but is heavier, like a baseball, then its weight will be able to cut through the air just because its mass
Oh,
can keep it going.
heavier items. Got you.
Yeah,
Heavier, but still a smaller form factor.
yeah.
Stardust. More Stardust that we can sell. All right, Weasel. I'm looking for big Weasel. Oh jeez. That's gonna tank. I like how one of its friends is right nearby, and then we are able to use the trigger to switch between both of them. I really wish we could double battle, but we're not able to.
Uh,
Yeah, we just had to take them out one at a
it's,
time.
yeah,
God, I was supposed to try to catch these things and not take them out. And then Apricornton asking Gamma, yeah, next week Gamma for our next episode of Sonic Adventure. Right now we are doing a long overdue session for Arceus. Like I think I might go for another hour at most with Arceus here, and that'll be the stream for the day. And then tomorrow will be Super Smash Brothers. Oh
nice.
yeah, we're playing in another weekly that that my crew host, Fire Hazard Weekly. All right,
Yeah,
I tried throwing a Pokeball there at them, but oh god, but if like if they're like if they're angered and then they see like right in their frame of view, throwing a Pokeball is useless because
but
it'll just bounce right off because
nice.
yeah, because they're actively trying to attack you. So they're like, no, you're trying to catch me. I'm wanting to attack. So what you have to do at that point is either just run out of its run out of its vision, or just fight. And then we can try to catch
Yeah,
it once we have it in the battle.
nice.
Oh no, you don't. It grew in rage. Oh boy. And then double hit. This thing is increasing everything it can. Yeah, Samurai ain't gonna have any of that. I think any of the moves I do would just one shot this thing, so try a great ball instead. But this no leak. Cool. Okay, something's still watching us. No? Okay. If the weasel are gonna be hanging around close to the water. There we go. Ah, let's go. Venom shot. Let's go. Oh wait, it avoided the attack. That's a good thing, because that may have killed it. And swift, you fast. We got the weasel, and it gave us medicine leak or medicinal leak. We can use medicinal leeks to craft either potions or revives. So I have how many? I only have 3 potions, so I'm gonna use it to craft 3 potions. And as far as poke, we like poke is the main besides the ranking points we get poke uh and we get more depending on how well we do in terms of that outing that we do for research. That's the main way of getting poke. I think we still do get it when we beat trainers. There's not as many battles in this game as far as just the main focus of this one is to do so much as far as exploring and completing pages for research tasks. But there are still fights.
Yeah.
There's some there's certain there's still technically like like baddies I guess we come across. And there's certain trainers um that let me see. There's Akari who is uh was like us, one of the explorers for the Galaxy team. And there's other like older trainers that have been there for a while that are like veteran trainers that they'll want to also do battle with you, like here and there over the time of the story. So trainer battles take a backseat. Jay, hello, welcome back to stream. Oh, I was the back left trigger is what you hit with switching Pokemon. There's nothing to switch to, so the camera was like, "Oh yes, this." Right now, we're trying to just catch a bunch of Weasel and kind of hope that we'll find one that's big enough to fulfill the mission that we've been given, the request that we've been given. Excuse me. No, you don't. All right, Samurai. Just gotta work. Nice, Jay. And then yes, Pokemon, McDonald's. Aqua Jet, not doing too much damage. Well, let's not be in the way of this. Because you actually can get hit by them if you're right in the middle of their battle. Which, you know, it's a nice touch, but not good for you. I think I'll just try to catch both of these things. Let's try to catch Floatzel first. Gonna stay in the ball. There we go.
I like
Alright,
the little firework animation.
yeah, I like that too.
It'd be neat if they add like neat little flourishes,
Mm-hmm.
like a new Pokeball animation every generation or game or whatnot.
Yeah, I hope there's touches like that in Scarlet and Violet, because with it being advertised as being like the next main game to focus a lot more on open exploration, I hope they really uh used Arceus as a good stepping stool to give us an idea of how that could be. Because this game
Yeah,
doesn't. This game's plot is just kind of us dropping into these open-ended areas and just kind of do what we want at our own pace with catching Pokemon, getting these resources and items and uh whatnot. Whereas or Scarlet and Violet, at the very least, it'll be, I guess, like the wild areas in Sword and Shield, but maybe bigger like this.
yeah,
So maybe those are going to be
bigger and
the routes instead of the routes being the main. What I'm thinking of? Uh, I'm trying to think of the word.
yeah,
Um, narrow
wild areas,
routes.
linear.
Linear. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. It like instead of it being just a linear route, even if there's paths to go around for such, it's like routes by design since the first games have always been following this linear grid kind of thing to get to the next area or town.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
with Scarlet and Violet, it in the grand scheme of things, it's still routing us to the next area. But with it being bigger expanses, like
yeah.
like
More
a
open.
merge of one more open with a merge between what Sword Shield and this does. I'm hoping that we see a good blend and just a natural evolution of the series. In Scarlet and Violet, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Also bring back like elements of the old games that aren't in the new ones. Well, older, like Gen 6 isn't old, but we didn't really have an Elite Four in um, Galar,
Oh no,
and yeah, no,
okay,
an Elite Four, you
I
just,
still have yet to really play Sword and Shield. Like I started it, but my series died years ago on YouTube.
yeah, uh, yeah. And then I haven't actually played um, Gen 7.
All the Alola games.
Yeah, I haven't played the Alola games, but from what I hear, there's no Elite Four in those games either.
I don't think there
So,
was. What else did Jay say? It's nice to see you play different games. What happened to your internet and your adventure with Amy? My adventure with Amy has completed. We beat
conclusion.
conclusion. We beat Amy's story in one go. Because you were saying what happened to
Yeah.
my internet. I think it was early on in the stream where I was having some issues, but once I changed back to my main connection that's a little faster, um, the stream has been more or less fine since then. Like I've seen a few fluctuation of drop frames here and there, but the percent has never gotten any higher than 2%, if I can tell at the bottom right here. So things have been pretty nice so far. It hasn't been too much in chat, and that's also a good thing though, because no one's really saying, "Hey, the stream is stuttering." Because Apricorn did say earlier when it was stuttering that it was lagging. But once we adjusted things, it turned out to be fine. That is a big boy. Also, what's tailing us? Staravia. Staravia just wants to fight. I like how beforehand it was getting into position, just like okay, let's go. It just casually gets one shot it. Don't have room for the grit dust. I thought I had gravel earlier. Iron chunk. Am I able to craft anything? Potions? Potions. And then grit dust, we get that. And we'll increase the effort levels. Because the different tiers of the grit items, the grit dust, it can use to raise the effort levels up to level 3. Then the thing that we had earlier, the grit gravel, that was you could increase things up to level 5. So the effort level of a thing had to be at least 3 to use it on that existing effort level. So with the grit dust, it brings from 0 up to 3. So Tangrove's defense or special attack? Special attack. I need to put that Firestone in storage because I actually had a Firestone before and I ended up losing it because I got wiped out in the area. I need to go
Yeah.
back and like see what the exact height the person wanted for the Weasel. But that's not. Whenever there's a red eyes glowing, that is uh an alpha Pokemon who was kind of angered by the terrain, by not really sure by what, but alpha Pokemon are just heightened versions of Pokemon in the wild. Oh god.
Boss Pokemon
Yeah,
or mini bosses.
essentially mini bosses. Oh god.
Yeah.
We have been spotted. God, that Staravia wanted us first. What can we use against Jesus Christ? Good lord. Just Blizzard? Alright, sure. Ah, what's good against you that I have in my team? Oh god. Trying to figure out what to throw. Oh god. I think one or two more hits, I would actually die here. So let's not do that. Whaler. Oh god, Blizzard was Ice was the Star Raptor was the worst possible choice here. Ice is good against flying. Uh, fire? Is it fire good against ice,
Yeah,
or is it the other way around?
fire is, I think, super effective against ice. Because water's good against fire, but then fire's good against ice.
Okay, that's why the fire moves here only
Because it
say
melts it.
effective. I think this Pokemon's half water, so that would also be probably not the best to use here. Ancient power. Cause see, the rock half is good against the ice, and then the grass half is good against the water type that they are. But ice is good against
Yeah.
grass though. So that just no wait, is it?
I don't know.
Hmm. There's
And
Tangrowth.
if they have,
Tangrowth to play. What's up?
I don't know. It's just saying, that, like, um, only the Pokemon, the types of the moves
Hmm?
is factored in, and not the type of Pokemon doing it, unless they're of the same type.
Right, stab, same type of attack bonus, things like that. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Aqua Tail wouldn't be very effective here. My best bets are using like these moves that are good with critical hits, Night Slash and Flash. Oh god,
Yeah.
we might be screwed. Blizzard shouldn't be very effective. Okay. Oh, we got Frostbite. Is that a yeah? Frostbite is a. I guess Frostbite takes the place of Frozen in this game.
Yeah.
Because you can never truly be immobilized by being asleep or frozen. Frostbite, I think Frostbite is similar, that you're just kind of slower. Don't know exactly. And then Abercorn said, "I'll rescue your statue if you die." I appreciate it. I appreciate having the insurance. Tank Roof, Skuntank. Skuntank might be my best bet here because I don't think Ice is good against Poison or Dark. Skuntank is kind of a tank, so what he can do here. Oh, of course the Star Raptor will attack too. Why not? Staravia. Oh, don't be dead. Oh god, this was a mistake. I should have ran when I had the chance. Or can we still run away? Bye. No, sir. Not wiping out today. Take me back to my camp, please. Oh, we're being targeted by somebody? By what? Because it says that because we can't teleport away, we're being targeted. There we go. Got it by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, let's rest, please. That should help the Pokemon and us. Because our own characters' HP is down. Like there's no gauge we can see, but if the border like that, it shows that we've taken damage as ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
put E. Are we able to choose things at a time? I guess not. So grab the Firestone, put you in there. I'm just paranoid that I'm gonna lose this thing. I lost one before the Firestone. What else I could put in there?
Uh,
Oh, we can sell
if
the sponge.
the uh, if the pre-evolution of my favorite Pokemon is able to be caught in any game, then I always see about grabbing the Firestone.
Oh, which Pokemon?
just because um, Ninetales.
Oh, Vulpix. Yeah, Vulpix and Ninetales. Let's see. What else? Can we sell anything else? No. All right, 3 slots are here. Because the main way that we're able to increase our satchel uh size, because these little plus things are the empty spots, and these are the circles at the bottom. We don't have access to those, but there's a person that's in Jubilee Village that if we pay them enough, he quote unquote teaches us how to better manage our space in our bag, and then we get some more spots. I think before,
Uh,
'cause I think before this row here was where it started that we had to start increasing. So really, it ended right here with the spoiled apricorn at the first place, but then we started increasing our satchel gradually, and
player
um,
player protagonist learns Tetris.
learns Tetris.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just gradually manage our space better. Yeah. Okay, rest is just. Oh, going to the tent is just the faster way of resting because we get the option. He asks us here, want to rest? Craft. Oh, the crafting table is just a faster way of us to craft immediately. Which we can craft wherever we are anyway. With the craft the what's the thing? The craft kit that we carry around. I think this is a good point to try to go back to town now. Caught 12 Pokemon. Care to report your findings? And then if this happens, it's called like what was that? 8 Weasel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 Weasel, 2 Apalm, and a Floatzel, 2 Floatzel. And then it gets broken down like this. It shows us how many Pokemon we've caught. 10 or more Pokemon in one report. We achieved that. Different species that were caught, and then Pokemon caught for the first time. It was that. I think those remaining empty things would be different accolades like number of Pokemon caught by a backstrike. You know, catching them from behind without them noticing. And there's a couple other bonuses that are there if you do them. And then the Poke reward for the survey reports we earn Poke of depending on what we do. You've made some new observations. Let's have a look then. Most illuminating. I'll update your Pokedex with this new data. In updated entries, it shows that we like got further along in research with certain Pokemon, and it'll show a research level complete of 10 if you've done more research tasks to that certain Pokemon.
caught Pokemon.
So the things like number of them caught. Because yeah, we've caught like 8 of them
Yeah,
here, so that fulfilled the 12 caught Weasel. Staravia. We must have did more things with Staravia. We caught more. I think it doesn't look like it's the defeat. I think it's the defeated because we did fight a lot of Staravia. No, that's at 12 for check. I guess we have to just get to the 25 one before that one properly marks off on the left. Weird though because we only caught one apparently, and that made it mark off for that. I don't know how that really works sometimes, but the more tasks you do for each one furthers their research. And we only needed 330 points to rank up, so we got that, and boom, research task points. So now we have nothing else we need to do for the next rank, so we can go back to the commander, Silene, to get our 5th star rank and progress in the story. But I'm still wanting to finish this side request I was starting. Splendiferous results. I dare say you've earned yourself a promotion to the next rank. Best report to Captain Silene, eh? I'd get right on that if I were you. What do you want to do now? They give you the option to either continue exploring or return to the village, or you say gotta go. I guess you make your own decision. But return to the village will do for right now. Because I want to go back to the person with the Buizel so we can get a actual height number. I think it's the height and the weight that he classifies big Buizel. There's a bunch of circles here. It gets overwhelming sometimes, but there's it has them over people because they have requests for you or that they have uh yeah, it's the fact that they have requests that you can go to. But I usually mark the one with the flag. We can tell the flag from the difference in the other ones because we marked this person for the weasel. There we go. We brought me a bigger weasel. We can only hope that we did. Ashley, look at all these. Look at all these weasel. Let's see. Does it show? Oh wait. I like how this icon is. It has a bunch of Pokeballs in there if it's full, and it's kind of one if it's partially. It's a neat touch. One of our patches are almost completely Buizel. I just find that very funny. But this one's 2'4", 2'5", 2'2", a little smaller, 2'6", 2'4". Wait, not no. If you catch a weasel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. How big is that though? That is the question. Biggest I've seen so far is 2'6" that we have. 2'7". No, I wish 2 foot. I was reading the 70 pounds and was meshing it together. 2'4", 2 foot even. Why are they getting smaller? Let's see. 2'4". The biggest I've seen is 2'6". 2'2", 2'4", 2'5", 4. There's the 2'6" one right there. Let's see what he says about that one. Good gravy. I never expected you to bring one so quickly. 2'8" is what he wants. At least 2'8" would be great. Of course. Well, at least we have a number.
I just
What's up?
you talking about the Floatzel being 2'2"?
The
That
the
struck my curious.
the Buizel.
That struck yeah, that struck my curiosity. So I looked up how tall Chow are, and
Yeah.
they're about 1'4", rounding off.
Oh wow. Okay. They seem like they wouldn't be that that big. Floatzel being 3'7". Let's see. The Apom. Apom. God. So how are we supposed to tell 2 inches difference of these weasel? Because the biggest one I have at the moment is this 2'6" one. That one's 2'4" and 2'5". Yeah, pretty sure that one's 2 foot even. 2'4". God, you have to be just super grindy for this man's request for Weasel. We had the Bokeshi doll that I can get out of storage. Actually, I don't. I shouldn't have to go to the storage. We can just flag that request. The person that wanted the Bokeshi doll. Uh, that one is. There we go. Please make me a Bokeshi doll and show it to Arwen. All right, so yeah, that one flagged. Where is Arwen? Yeah, this is our hub world, so to speak, Jubilife Village, where we can
Yeah,
rest up, go to shops. The main building in the center is the I'm trying to think what it's called. Like the city hall kind of building. It is the Galaxy is the Galaxy team's main headquarters where we talk about the next strategy move in terms of helping Pokemon and setting up exploration tasks and helping different neighboring areas. Right now I'm trying to find this person that we're supposed to give the Bokeshi doll to because we actually did make it earlier. And there we go. I see the flag now. Oh god. Can I go around? There we go. Go back around the bridge. Okay. We can kind of barely get through this corner. Wait, that's just going back to the person, isn't it? Please make a Bokeshi. Yeah, I have it. I have it flagged. Is it taking us to the right person? I hope so. This looks awfully the same as taking the way that we were going to the person with the weasel. This is weasel guy. Why is the flag take us the same area? I thought I have the other one flagged. What is this? Yeah, the weasel one isn't even highlighted. I don't I don't get it. It's just still a flag. I must have it pinned a different. Oh, I have it as a pin. Okay, take that off. That's what that was. Training grounds. Where in the world? Practice field. Target practice. That's like a mini game you can go to. So throw Pokeballs at I think balloons, and we can aim for a high score for that. Like I like all the like extra side things we can do in this game too. There's even the photography studio. We can position our Pokemon and we can take pictures against different backdrops. So there's a good bit that we're able to do in this game besides just the rinse repeat, catch Pokemon, fight Pokemon for tasks. They give us different things to do, which is nice. Lord of the Thunder. Guess without that pinned, maybe the flag show me correctly. Uh, where is Bokeshi? Bokeshi. I feel like I'm staring it right in the face. I don't see it. Please make me a Bokeshi all that. Okay, so now a flag should take me in the right way. Don't know what part of town he was on is the problem. Because this village actually is bigger than you really would think.
Yeah.
Let's see. These like other training grounds over here. Man, where is this person? Like I'm seeing all the circles, but I don't see any flags that we marked. Unless he was in one of the areas that we have to go to. Maybe he's not in the village itself. I'm thinking now. Ivan from the craft works has asked you to show him a Pokegesh doll you've crafted with your own hands. Show it to Anvin. The craft works. Where is the craft works? Stay safe. Yes, yes. July Village. That's where we are now. The little icon there, silhouette, tells us where area we're at the moment. Corset Highlands. No city if you want. I think it lets us pick the part of the area we want to like spawn in. Feelings camp, Heights camp.
Yeah.
Let's go to the city in Feelings. I want to say it's the Feelings camp because yeah, he's not in the village, but I think he's like in the beginning of the area before we go out into the expanse. Uh, sometimes people are like in this area at the beginning. Uh, it's not you. Here's one of the guardians. Never know what kind of Pokemon you'll run into, so bring different kinds of Pokemon along. Team members stationed at base camp to help you swap what Pokemon you're carrying. Yeah, we're able to change up our team on a dime at any camp. Uh, let's see.
Oh,
No,
okay. I
Feelings
just
Heights camp.
checked my I just checked my state's Smash Discord server,
Hmm?
and there's a local tournament. I probably won't get to go to it,
Oh, that sucks.
but one of the well, the side event is reverse mains.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, I love doing reverse mains. Really fun.
Because you just ask the person, so who do you main, and then just give you this wacky, this wacky character that you may have used before,
It,
and then they're
oh,
like, well, who do you
speaking
use? What's up?
speaking of, actually went to a tournament and uh during my downtime
Hmm?
I actually played a friendlies match against the best, well, currently best, at the time second best player in my state and beat them in reverse mains.
Sick.
Yeah. Though, as far as bracket was concerned, they were the only person I lost to.
Who was the only person who lost to?
So, uh, the current best player in my state, at the time second best.
Okay. Hey, that's
Because there
really
weren't
good.
that there weren't that many people in the bracket, only six, including myself. So we played it
Oh,
round robin style,
okay, that makes sense.
and my record was 4 wins to 1 loss.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that 1 loss was, you know,
Was against
Cannon's Red is their tag.
was it? What's her say?
Cannon's Red.
Cannon's red.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
They were playing their secondary during bracket, though.
Oh, they didn't go their full power.
Yeah. Nah.
This first Pokeshi doll's got to be somewhere. So maybe not Obsidian Fuelings, but try to coordinate islands. Islands camp instead. And Abercorn asked, "What do you think about Team Star and Champion Greta or Gita?" I'm not sure I'm familiar with either one of them, to be honest.
I saw the loading screen, and for a moment I thought that your character was like moonwalking.
No, I think I think it's a forward running cycle. It's just it's just a weird silhouette.
It is. It's just stationary,
Mm-hmm.
and with it layered over the background like that, I thought that. Well, it looked like the character was moonwalking onto screen during the loading screen.
Imagine just casually moonwalking.
Yeah.
Moonview arena.
I do like it when games let you do that, even if it's unintentional.
Do what?
Moonwalk, funny.
It is. It's very funny. I think it was this area or like right past this is where we fought the electrode to calm it down from its frenzy. Uh, I was going to these different areas. So I was trying to figure out what beginning area that this person that wanted the doll was at. Okay, back to the village. Oh, I see how you kind of thought it was moonwalk if you look too fast.
Yeah.
Crimson Islands. Yeah, I have this request flagged, right? It's supposed to be able to show up if I. Yeah, it is flagged. So. Man, let me get this thing out of here. This doll, just so it'll show up in the. So I'm not sure if it was just was not showing up in the mission thing because it wasn't in my bag. There we go. Because it was saying 0 of 1, but now it's saying 1 of 1 because it's in my inventory now. But uh, they're not at the Mylands camp. That was the person with the flag isn't there. The other camp, I guess. What's the other one? Brave. That's the arena. Bogbound camp. No. That person has a new request. Where could I have dropped it? So they dropped an item and they're looking for. Oh, they're possibly wanting somebody to help find it, which I will eventually, just not at the moment. Are there any other camps in this area? Doesn't look like it. Mass outbreak. What in the world? Gold duck. Also, just a bunch of gold duck here. I'm not even sure if I need to find more gold duck. I think I technically have my gold duck finished research wise. My entry.
Yeah.
Probably other things I could do in the meantime while I'm looking for this other mission. Uh, Eerie apparitions in the night. Gather the wisps found scattered in every corner of the history region. Yeah, there's this request is easily one of the biggest ones because one of the like wisps are these like floating purple like apparitions that are just kind of floating in different parts of different areas, and I think once we find them all, let the 107 wisps scattered around the history region to seal away the being who brought calamities that the young girl in the village told you of. So we have to find all those things. I think we found a decent percent of them so far. Peculiar ponyta. Speak with Yota to learn more about his request. A request regarding a rare ponyta. I'm not really sure what that even supposed to be. Let's see, let's sort these by new order, by unfinished task. Mushroom cake marketing. Freaking a villager named Moral wants everyone to know about the crafting recipe he invented using mushrooms. He will teach the recipe to you. If we do what now? Then so if we spread it around enough, I guess he's saying, yeah. If you spread the word, I'll give you the recipe. Rare candy and a feather ball. But we'll get 15 or balloon race in the Fieldlands. The man running in the balloon race. The man running the balloon race in the Obsidian Fieldlands has issued you a challenge. You'll get a special reward if you manage to burst 17 balloons. I feel like this was one of the minigames I already did. Obsidian Fieldlands balloon race. Might do that one before we end off. To bloom or not to bloom. Peachy of the Agriculture Course wants an explanation for Cherum's changeable appearances. Have we gotten Cherum's full Pokedex entry?
No, but someone just joined and left the Discord call like right after.
What happened now?
Someone joined the Discord call and then left.
Oh, I'm not. I'll see in the VOD who it was, but I'm not sure who that could have been.
Enters, says nothing, leaves.
Oh, we haven't even encountered any Cherum yet. Man. Let's see. No, go back. Let's unfinished task first. What else we got? A beautiful rose. The entry for Roselia. Have we encountered any Roselia? We have. They want a completed Pokedex entry for Roselia. We've currently only have defeated 2, caught none. Really? Caught no Roselia? They're in Crimson Mirelands. I guess we can click on that one. What else we got? A taste of honey. Speak with Almanas to learn more about the request. Flavor of honey produced by Combi. On a stray in the Mirelands. Found an Ursaluna. Ursaluna is the name of that Pokemon we're on to try to find certain things by radar. Ursaluna is what you're called. Let's see. Croagunk's curative poison. Learn more about the request for there. Using medicine using Croagunk's poison. It's wild that you can make medicine from poison. You would think that would be the other way around.
Well, I mean, like in real life, snake venom antidotes are made from snake venom.
Actually, yeah, it makes sense because the only way to really combat what you're trying to fight in the first place, you would need the thing.
I don't know if it's actually made from it or if they just use it as like something to analyze.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, they do use it.
Do they?
They do use snake venom in anti-venom.
Oh, wow.
Because like they already know how to make it, but they still need the snake venom in order to make it.
Interesting. Okay. I think what I'm actually end up doing is what you were saying with using a Pokemon site for help. Pokemon Legend Arceus Bokeshi doll. It has come to this point. Bokeshi doll. How to get
where is character located?
Yeah, that. Bokeshi doll. What's the name of the person that's asking for it? Anvin. There we go. Anvin location. in front of the craft works in Jubilee Village. Did we probably pass by this man like 15 times and not realize it? I swear. So in front of the craft works.
Probably.
Because there's Craftworks is a crafting table, I think, in here. That shouldn't even really be too far from the main path. Craftwork table? Where's the Craftworks table? That's the dinner table. Okay, next question, Pokemon resource. Where is the crafting table? Pokemon Legends. Arceus. Crafting table. Location, there we go. At every base camp in the open world, and there's also one you can use in Jubilee Village. Interact with it by pressing a button, bring up the crafting menu. That doesn't answer my question. These benches, it's just saying the same thing. These benches allow you to find a Jubilee Village in the craftwork shop. Where is the craftwork shop? Craftwork shop location.
Location. Yeah.
Craftwork guide. A crafting shop, simply called Craftworks, which can be found in Jubilee Village. Excuse me, I know it's in the village. Lord have mercy. Okay. Craftworks. Okay, that's what it looks like. I have a picture of it at least. Don't really see it yet. The Craftworks shop provides materials for crafting along with crafting recipes, and below will include all purchasable materials and recipes from the shop as more information becomes available from Pokemon Legends Arceus. The information that I need is way ahead. And why is this shop so elusive to me? Please make a
Is it labeled on your map anywhere?
Oh my god, I think
No.
it should be actually. Are we able to zoom in? Yeah. Galaxy Hall. Training grounds. Trading post. There's Craftwork. There's the thing right there. Please make me a Pikachu doll. Where are we at? Why? How did we get way over here? All right, let's make like a flag for you. There, I made this a lot harder than I needed to be. Oh my god! I just wasted like a half hour when I could just went right there with a flag. I'm finding it on the map. Yep, right there. No? Is it inside? No? Is it behind here? Oh, there's a wisp. There are 4 wisps remaining in this area. So it tells you how many are in each area, but it's still a 107 overall. Enter. No, I'm not gonna enter there yet. Envin. Okay, this is God. Finally. Because it didn't have the flag above them, and it's kind of had it inside the shop. It was kind of weird. Jay says, "Hey, just got home. Nice. That's a Pikachu doll if I ever saw one. Let me have a closer look. Sure, you can even have it. Amazing! Just look how smoothly you've carved these curves. Your attentive carving shows you put love and care into your handiwork. And these colors, you've definitely given it a vivid look. That's for sure. Yes, these hues must be the very shades of your inner strength and passion. Not to mention this Pokeshi doll is perfectly balanced. At a glance, you'd think it's sure to fall over, and yet it stubbornly remains upright. It's so dramatic for a doll. Whew. Thank you. I've savored my Pokeshi doll to my head. I've savored your Pokeshi doll to my heart's content. We used the same recipe, and yet your Pokeshi doll had a completely different field in mind. Here, I'll give you a Pokeshi doll I made. I took great care in crafting it, so have a look and see how it differs from the one you made. Sweet. And we got one from them. So we just showed a doll to get a doll? Okay.
Yeah.
So is in our inventory, I guess? Well, we won't really tell. It just kind of shows up with two dolls. And then I like how it has at the end of the description, it says it can be sold at a general store. After all the effort to make, or like find the wood and then make it and then show it to the person and then him give us one, does it end with us just selling them in the end?
Yeah, dude just trades you a gift. Just bring it to the general store if you want.
My god. Magma box. Oh. This person usually has like special items. Yeah, Jay says, just got home, man. The more I watch you play a game and doing your thing, the more I'll get the motivation to do a live stream. Yeah, Jay, of course. I was still thinking about streaming Splatoon 3. Do it. Stream Splatoon. I need to stream Splatoon more myself.
Yeah, I
The one
want to see what your thoughts on the multiplayer are.
Yeah, I haven't even played the multiplayer yet, so I gotta keep on doing the rest of the I think I got past the tutorial. I was doing the levels where we had to find, I think, the birds that were caught that were in the cage at the end of each level, or whatever those things
The
are, like the thunder
Zapfish,
something.
yeah.
The zap birds, fish, the zap fish that were at the end of each level. Yeah, I did the first 3 or 4, but in the stream, you saw me get progressively more tired as it went on. Like I had the face cam, me up here
Yeah,
in this box. You
yeah,
see me starting to nod off, and I'm like, man, I'm sorry, guys. You just see me walk around in circles in the game because I'm not processing it in my brain to do anything else.
yeah.
So it'd be like
Well,
that sometimes.
sometimes you just gotta take some hay and bring it to a boxing ring.
You have to what?
Take some hay and bring it to a boxing ring.
Take some hay and bring it to a boxing ring. I've never heard that saying before.
Well, I just made it up on the spot,
That explains
but
it.
it's riffing. It's riffing on the whole "hit the hay" saying.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, it looks like it looks like it gives us the option to just sell these for 1,000 each. I mean, worth-ish in the end. It can be sold at the general store. Sure, let's sell it. Because in the end, actually, because if we find 3 pieces of wood at a time, we can just keep crafting Pokeshi dolls, and we can sell them for 1,000 Poke a piece. So, not really a bad deal in the end. Excuse me. Are we able to sell other things? I like how evolution stones are only 750 Poke. Is the fire stones also 750? Man. So we've got 3 spots open. I'm gonna show you in the hall the person that lets us increase our satchel size. Because every time we do it, the price, of course, increases. I think it's this person right here. Who wouldn't like more space in their satchel? Yes. Bag. I like how his name is Baggin. You can carry around even more in
Oh
that
no!
satchel. Yeah. You can carry more around in that satchel of yours if you learn the trick to packing things in. I can teach you if you like. What do you say?
Wait,
What's the
wait.
price? Hmm?
Baggin must be his last name because people used to have their profession as their last name.
The profession,
Like that's
the last
why
name. Hmm?
That's why John Smith is such a common name, or was a common name, because so many people were blacksmiths named John. They would be
Oh,
named John Smith.
is that just in like in the media, like older things in general, or like certain games and stuff?
Nah, just
Just in
like
general,
real life.
real life.
Yeah, yeah.
John Smith, the blacksmith, the origin story. Okay, so here is
Or
saying
or
five
like
thousand.
John Carpenter.
That's just like that's just obvious. And so now
Yeah.
it's 5,000. To see, he charged 5,000 to give us one more spot in our thing. He says, okay, now lend me your satchel. You made him space to keep one more kind of item in your satchel. That's all there is to it. You see how much more you can fit in by packing things rightly? You want to be able to carry even more things. There's more I could teach you. What do you say? So if we hit teach me, now it raises up to 6,000. I think it actually started off being 1,000 and it's kind of kept going up 1,000 for each spot that he opens up. So
Okay,
this
Billy Baggin.
Bill, Bill Baggin, I like it. That his name is canonically Bill Baggin now. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure, one more spot because it is worth. Then I watch it become 7,000. He's like, oh, I can help you pack things even more tightly. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, he's getting
Yeah,
a
7,000.
700% pay raise.
There's times even a single extra item can mean the difference between life and death. He's actually not wrong. But having the two spots, because see now we have the pluses right here, and we got two more spots open. So I think we can do up to the two more left right there, and before he's like, okay, I've taught you everything I know. I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but that's what it looks like. It might end up being with only two circles left without pluses. Or are those even pluses? What are these? It's just like little symbols.
Yeah, they're sort of plus like, but
Yeah.
eh.
Oh, I like how I like how clean these sprites actually are. I thought they'd be just like little blurry things, but they actually are pretty nice sprites. That's cool. It's pretty cool that they added that into like this is an update that they gave us some time ago for the Switch, but letting us be able to zoom into the screen is really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Not I make that mistake a lot. Just trying to back out and I just take a picture in the process. Let's get rid of that. Whenever it's like an event that happens in the Ultimate, I take a picture of it because, like, ooh, I could possibly use this idea for one of my Yoshin exhibits whenever I do those
Yeah.
again. Because
Yeah.
there's very unique ideas that they have for the online tournaments and the spirit boards. Like they're usually all really cool things. The one beforehand was experience before youth. It was older characters that we look at as the professors or just veterans of their craft. All
Yeah.
this strikers. If Jay is still watching, look at all these things I do for strikers as far as screenshots and such. There's the other one, claws out. Spirits with claws, talons, all those sharp appendages, clack their way onto the
What
spirit
about
board.
a Nuzlocke tournament
A
where
Nuzlocke tournament?
as soon as you lose a game as any given character, you can no longer use them for the rest of the tournament. But if
Oh,
you win a game with a character, you can continue using that character and you can even switch them out while still having them in your roster.
are we talking about Smash or Pokemon?
Smash.
A Nuzlocke tournament. I like that idea actually. So like is it let me see. It's kind of like
So like,
going into it with like a squad strike team, but with extra steps. Because if you lose as that character that you wanted, like that you're using in that group, you just can't use them anymore after that.
uh,
Or
you
how's
can
it?
use any character
Any
on the
character?
roster except ones that you've already lost a game with in the same tournament.
Also, Smashdown,
Eh.
essentially.
Well, in Smashdown, if you win a game with a character, they're removed from the roster, whereas this would they would only be removed from your roster if you lose with them.
Oh, reverse Smashdown. Okay. Armenia, hello. I'm doing well. How are you? As for me, school sucks and college is draining, but the grades are good, so that's nice. There you go. As long as you're getting the good grades, that's that's always a good thing. Do I have the shirt on backwards? No. Okay. Thought I did, because it seemed like it seemed like I was having too much down on one side. What is happening here? Is this shirt just too big, or I have no idea. We're watching you N20 stream, and then Armenia said hi to you too. All right. I noticed that 20 was streaming. I think they're playing Smash. Around 30 minutes, 4.5 hours overall for this stream. I did say about like 10:30ish I was going to be doing probably a cutoff there. I was just showing you the statue guy, and usually periodically on this board here in the professor's room, he'll have new requests posted on here. A nose past the guide the way, watering with care. We're able to read those and they get added into our list of requests we're able to do. So a nose past the guide the way. Gully of the Supply Corps has requested help. Something to do with a saying about nose pass. Seek her out and put your surveying skills to good use by pointing out, excuse me. Seek her out and put your surveying skills to good use by pointing her in the right direction. And then it adds up in the request 68. A nose pass to guide the way. I'm not sure how many requests there are overall in this game. It's probably a lot. It might be like 100, which essentially gives us 100 side quests to do in this game, which is actually really wild. Oh, this is the basement. Yeah, I thought I had already been on the first floor. Oh, well. I think it's my first time being in this room. Let's go back onto the first floor. If if my man 20 is live, we might end up raiding him because we're not gonna be live for a few more minutes anyway. We finally did the Pokeshi doll thing. I'm gonna do like a few more attempts in one of these areas that Weasel is in, and just hope and pray that I find one at 2'7". We're gonna hyper focus only on Weasel for the next like 10 minutes. Trying to get one big enough. Or actually, if there's one in the, let's see. If there's a Weasel in the Obsidian Fieldlands, we'll try to do the balloon race and do the Weasel task at the same time. Can Weasel be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands? Yes, they can. In the Horseshoe Plains. Sweet, we're going to Obsidian Fieldlands. Alright, the Fieldlands camp. Oh, satchel. Jotaru's lost satchel. How don't you lose it across the water, sir? Good lord. If we can make it over there, we'll try to retrieve that. And where is my list? balloon race. Uh, doesn't end up studying feelings, but where exactly is the question? I think that flag over there is what I put up for the satchel that's lost. Is there a camp or something that's close to that area? No. Well, we're gunning for it. It's actually not as far as I thought it was. Feel like there's an alpha Pokemon over here somewhere. Yeah, before we weren't able to get over here because we were able to cross the water, but now that's one of our other Pokemon that we have. If we go into any body of water, we can summon this one. That's Eulogian. And we can ride them on the water. And we can jump.
It's a really big fish.
Really big fish. Alright, here's the satchel. Nice. Whenever we like find other players' satchels, that little exclamation point at the top now. Check in. So for Jotaro's lost satchel, what does that say? Check record. Oh, you get thank you gifts for finding someone's satchel. So receive a thank you gift. We'd like to claim it, and we got 60 merit points. So we get merit points, and we can go to an area in Jubilife Village, and we can trade those merit points for different items. So finding other people's lost satchels not only helps them get their bag back that they might have lost by getting wiped out. It rewards you for actually going out of your way to help other people. As far as the satchel being retrieved, I'm not really sure how the items work. Like I guess it might like it has items pop back in their inventory afterwards, or maybe in their storage. I couldn't answer that one specifically because I've never really had my satchel rescued, so can't really answer that for sure. Let's take that pin away, and we can warp back over here. The benefit of being able to just kind of go to, oh, we're being targeted, right? Jesus Christ, Beautifly. Motham, excuse me. It looked like it was a Beautifly. Fine, I'll fight you since you're on my trail anyway. But my focus here is Weasel. Oh, kind of tired there.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. It is getting pretty late. You're also Eastern time.
Central.
Oh, Central time. Okay, so
So
it's like 9:41 for you, right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 10:41 for us over here on the east, like I got on my overlay.
Also been up for a while.
You said what now?
Also been up for a while.
Yeah, same. Actually, I first got up this morning at like I want to say like 9 or 10, but I went back to sleep, and then I got up again for sometime. I think it was like noon, and then I went. Then I was like, nap. Then I woke back up afterwards like a second time. It was like 2 something. I'm like, oh, okay, time to be productive now.
Yeah.
It's always good having just a day off when you can just sleep for a little longer.
Yeah.
That's why I was looking forward to my Thursdays and Sundays. That's when I'm off from work, so I'm able to do longer streams like this. If I'm wanting to make something up from a previous day, like Arceus was meant to be yesterday, after I played in the coin box yesterday, but I was just tired. I was not feeling like I'd be able to manage to stay up for a session in Arceus. But thankfully, after resting up, we were able to do so. Now, even if it was a very grindy just session of me trying to find Weasel and do other
Yeah,
side things, but just the fact that I was able to get back into the groove of playing the game, I'm just glad I was able to do. Oh, yeah, no, bye. Because where are Weasel? Because it's a certain part of Obsidian Fieldlands. I think Horseshoe Plains is where we're supposed to be heading. So let us bye. Hello, Shinx. Goodbye, Shinx. Deer track path. What berries are these? Cherry berries. I have to have like at least 50 cherry berries by this point. 37. I knew it was a good bit. Do I have any tumblestones? Because the main ingredient, besides apricorns, which you see I have a lot of, the tumblestones are what we usually need to craft any of the Pokeballs. Some regular tumblestones we can use for Pokeball and Great Balls with the addition of iron chunks for Great Balls, which I also have a lot of. Tumblestones are just the main ingredient we have to use for the Pokeballs. Black tumblestones for the heavy ones. For the heavy and leaden balls are the black tumblestones. Feather balls need sky tumblestones. And then those are all the recipes we have for Pokeballs at the moment. Which makes me wonder that there must be a decent bit more in the story left, considering that there's so many spots open still for crafting things. Unless that's just something that would be side recipes that we don't really need for the story. I'm not sure. Deer track path. What the? Okay, Horseshoe Plains. I think Horseshoe Plains is the place it said for Weasel. Yeah, Horseshoe Plains. Jeez, what's that? Oh, that's Drifloon. Drifloon being using their psychic things. But there's no leak. Whenever a tree is shaking, it's a Pokemon up in there. So I think we still get the
yeah.
berries. I think we still get the berries, but it's a guaranteed encounter with a Pokemon, which are usually Burmy. Level 7 Burmy. Yeah, it's not even really worth. Is it? I mean, I can still get a quick research thing from it. Number of Burmy defeated, +1. Donald says, catch Super MSN. In this game, Apricorn, that sounds familiar. Wait, what? Catch Superman in this game? What are you on about, Donald?
Catch Superman.
Catch Superman. Okay, there were 10 cherry berries. Oh, I got a quick knock on though.
I mean, like, yeah.
I got it. I'm not sure if you heard my dad just now.
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. You just give me something real fast. What is this? Ooh, wood. See how easy it is to kind of come across wood here and there? So we can just find pieces of wood and we can combine those together. And boom, we will be able to have 1,000 Poke at a time. Oh, Weasel.
Yeah.
I came here specifically for you. You and your species. Let's, God. So many Pokemon just have this default rush in at you intentions. Alright, let's throw
Yeah.
Pokemon. I think I'll just probably catch like 5 to 10 more Weasel and just kind of hope that one of them is big enough. And then that'll be the stream after we go back to the person. But also
Pokemon if it were Australia.
Say what now?
Pokemon if it were Australia.
What are you talking about?
Because
Pokemon Go
everything's
Australia.
trying to kill you.
Oh boy, what is that sparkling over there? See, early on in the game, like when we first came, because this is, I think, like the first area that we you go into when we're here, and there's just all this water. You just can do nothing about it. But after getting this Pokemon, we're able to just kind of travel where we want, which is really really nice. And then where there's areas where there's like where there's very steep mountains where you would say normally, yeah, this is a dead end. When you get Sneasel, you can just climb up and go over the entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So progressing and meeting these strong Pokemon, which are usually like aids to trainers we come across who are either leaders or just kind of veterans. They'll say, "Oh, like my friend here can lend you their power," which kind of makes you wonder if they have just more than one upset Pokemon, or what? Because that would just be Pokemon giving them to us purely for plot. Because like, oh yeah, I don't have any other Pokemon of this, but because you're our rising star trainer, I'm gonna let you have it. I'll let you use it. Player privilege.
Yeah.
Alright, throw a Pokemon. Does that say level 2? My god, the Pokemon used to be babies in the beginning of this game.
Isn't it usually like the first Pokemon you find on any route of any game is like level 2 or 3?
Yeah, because remembering that we started off with level 5 Oshawott and like nothing else. We had to work our way up.
Yeah.
And then now that's
Early
Samurott.
game vibes.
So why not?
Early game vibes.
Mm-hmm. Ball of Mud. I usually don't even really keep most of the things like these in my uh satchel because I hardly ever use them to deal with Pokemon. Because things like Ball of Mud and Spoiled Apricorn, we're supposed to use these to either stun them or yeah, supposed to be able to stun the Pokemon, and then you can either catch it or just have an advantage in battle. Oh, and Armenia asks, so where are you in the story right now based on the levels, and either you have made some good progress or you spent a lot of time in the wild. You should. It's fun and addicting. I'd say a little bit of both. Um, our next mission in the main story, Armenia, is the slumbering lord of the tundra, where it's Avalugg. We have to we have to tame their frenzy that was caused by the strange lightning, investigate the matter, and find a way to quell them. But the current thing is we have to complete enough research tasks to even reach the rank 5th star. So we were grinding, but I guess we weren't grinding enough. But now we have because we have enough things to go to the next rank. We were just trying to find Weasel, a big enough Weasel for the side request. Uh, where did it go? Yeah, big Weasel, little Weasel. So I've just been catching a bunch of Weasel. It says I've caught 15 Weasel. Um, who wants an even bigger specimen to raise alongside the Weasel he already has? So he's wanting one at least 2'7". And Jay says that's what. Yeah, Jay was trying to figure it out too. Jay, have you? I think you said that you've gotten the game now. But yeah, the answer TLDR is that I've been doing grinding things for the time being. Wait, not Pokeball. Ah, I wasted a Pokeball. Try to throw a Pokemon at the tree to get Apricorn. But just leap of faith, best religion. Oh, if you jump head first into it with a different Pokemon already, it'll just switch automatically over and back and forth between the Pokemon like that. And you're around Avila, good to know. Okay, but that's good to know. And here we go, steep hill. Sneasler. Look how much easier this becomes. It's great. I'm not even sure if I've ever gotten this high up here before. Oh, full again. Oh, grit dust. We can increase something. No. We can't raise. Let's raise the attack then. Not that button. There we go. Like that. Oh, geez, roll out. Where did it go? Okay, there's chill, dude. Oh! I didn't realize you were there. Sorry, Via. Oh, wait, there's something past y'all, both of y'all. Excuse me. I'll just take these berries and go. And peace out. It's just Sneasler just taking over the. Yeah, we're actually in the backpack. You see the eyes. I love that we can just fit in here somehow. I have no idea how we just fit in this backpack on this big Sneasler, but we do. Where are we? We're deer track path. Okay, so horseshoe plains. Where I'm supposed to be at. If I actually had a focused brain, which I don't. Do what I said I was going to be doing. Wait, we're passing by something. I can get some tumblestones here. Usually if it's those like burgundy colored rock formations, that's where tumblestones are. And got a good bit of tumblestones, we can craft some Pokeballs. Do the Pokeballs, Great Balls. I think I'm going to do Great Balls this time. Half and half, yeah. And then regular Pokeballs. Nice. Ooh, pop-up plants let us make super potions. Oh, but so to make a super potion, you have to sacrifice a regular potion. But we can just kind of make 3 more regular potions, so it's fine. Wait, what? Oh, if to make a hyper potion, you have to use a super potion. It just kind of becomes a what are those
Upgrade
an upgrade
process.
cycle. You need a super potion and 20 Vivichokes. No, 1 Vivichoke to make a hyper potion. Oh my god, do we sacrifice the? Because we only had 1 pop-up plant. We can't make any super potions until I find more pop-up plants. Because if it was just a matter of making more potions, sure, I have medicinal leaks and to make hyper potions. If I had more super ones, I could make more hypers easily because I have all these vivid chokes. But we won't make any white quite yet. Just make 3 more potions. And that will be that for crafting. Leap of faith! And we're back over here. Not quite. That was a very far throw for this one tree. Alright. How far up is this place? What spotted me? Oh, this Shinx. I'm just gonna ignore it. Wait, we're going back the wrong way. Horseshoe Plains is back that way. I almost ran over that poor Bidoof. Okay, this makes sense that the Weasel just chilling by a body of water. So let's see if using any of these things will actually do something for me. Spoil the apricorn. I missed. Well, it stuns it. Are we able to catch it from that? No. That's why I hardly even use those things, because I just find them useless. Well, I think after it first spots us. Okay, never mind. Okay, that does work. So this is something else spotting us? No? Oh, it didn't work. So if you didn't really want the battle, you could just kind of do this and just go behind them and Pokeball. There we go. I guess that's for if you really don't want to fight somebody and they're kind of lower level. Not really a huge threat, then you can just kind of do that. Stardust. With Stardust, I can get to increase things. It's a Bidoof. It's a Bidoof. Bidoof are so chill. All right, we can actually go on top of this. Uh, is there any reason to be up here? No. Just kind of the fact that we can do it now, which is nice. I don't think we can get up on top of that with our human character. No. Can we? I guess if we steady ourselves, we could. We still can anyway. I just never tried. There's no real reason to anyway. Was that the only weasel within this area? Oh, never mind. I think I see one over there. What the? Wrong button. Ah, jeez, I'm wasting berries now. I thought I had the right button picked. Turn around just in time. Can I get this back up? No. I just wasted a berry. Well, where did he go? I like how I still played the sound effect even though he did not dash at me. So we
Sorry
basically
if
just.
I'm not really providing the most insightful commentary.
Oh, you know. Oh no, you're fine.
I'm probably gonna log off in a bit.
You said you are, or you're saying I'm about to, which I am anyway.
I'm about to.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I appreciate you just wanting to hang out
Yeah.
because you were saying that you hadn't even played the game, right? So it's just kind of you being able to see it firsthand.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Mhm.
really have terribly much commentary to.
Yeah, it's all good. Wait, I'm passing a medicinal leaf. There we go. I can craft a couple more Pokeballs. 5? Yeah, 5. Uh, oh yeah, revives. I never have too many revives. Weasel. She just sidestepped once. Oh wait, I thought I was terrible aim. First of all, so when it's yellow, the symbol above their head means they're able to be a Pokeball can hit them, but if it's red, then it's like yep, it'll bounce off because they're enraged. Any more Weasel in the vicinity? Because Horseshoe Plains is, I'm assuming they just kind of all kind of hang out along the water ridge. Weasel being Weasel. Oh geez, like just the other one just kind of noticing from afar. They're like, hey yo, Weasel, is you good? What is this human doing? Catching as many Weasels as I can. Try to fulfill a size requirement. This Weasel actually kind of seems like it might be bigger. I don't know. Considering we did catch a couple of Weasel from the back, maybe that we will get some more points for back strikes. Wait, number of large specimens you've caught. It added one more. That could be a good sign. I think on that, I think with having one more add up to that, I'm gonna try going back to camp and we'll try to go back and we'll go to the dude. Oh, I didn't realize Heartbox Murph with the raid. Thank you. Did I have my sound off for some reason? Because I didn't hear anything for a raid sound off. I didn't even see it come on the screen. Thank you so much, Hardbox Murph. How was your stream? What did you stream? Let me give you a shout out real quick. I still gotta customize that Nightbot to be my own message because that's still using my fellow striker friend Boshi. Like they let me use their thing for the coding to actually work. But yeah, follow, check out Heartbox Murph. See what they were doing. And Jason, you probably don't, actually, but after I leave Incredible Con, I'm going to see 3 different movies on that same. You're gonna go see 3 movies in one day? So like, are you just gonna go into one of the auditoriums to see something and then just leave from that one to go right to the next movie? You're gonna have to like plan your ticket buying in advance to look at the show times for each movie. How does that work? What are you even going to go see, Jay? Because I know you're saying you're gonna see Dragon Ball Superhero, but what are the other 2 movies you're gonna go see and when? All right, Professor. Caught 7 Pokemon. Here to report your findings. Yes, they're all Weasel. Pokemon caught. Yep, using a backstrike, like I said. So I think that helped us with getting more Poke. Possibly, maybe. Made some new observations. Have a look then. Update. Wait, what was there to update? Was Weasel not already a completed entry? It's probably saying that because we caught more of them. We have up to 20 now. What are the other 2 movies you're going to go see, Jay? You said that you did. I assume you meant I did in the context of you did check beforehand of show times, so it would line up nicely for you. You're gonna have a long day ahead of you. Going to Incredible Con in the morning, I assume, on that Saturday. Wait, is that this Saturday? It is. 2 days from now. So you're gonna go see Dragon Ball, and I'm gonna go see 3 movies at 3 different cinemas. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you? Oh, I didn't realize that Sus was had said bye and had left the thing. But I appreciate you hanging out as long as you did, Sus. If you were like watching the stream or still not watching the stream or not. English, am I right? But what else was I about to say? 3 different movies, 3 different cinemas, at 3 different towns, which is why? Why are you doing? Like, I know it's unfortunate that like me and Red or others couldn't join you to catch the movie like on a certain day, but dude, research task completed too. So that was just it that we completed research task. Excuse me. Return to the village because of the times. That's not a good enough answer. So like so you gauged it well enough that the time that hold on, let me take off the stamp from the craft shop. That's still there. Now we gotta go find the dude with the weasel. Oh god. Request. There we go. Let me record on finish task first. What's the default? Okay. Oh right, I had that for the. I was supposed to go to that in the fieldings too. We might still try to find it. But Blue Race though. No, but big Weasel, little Weasel. I was trying to get into that with the pressing Y in there. And big Weasel, little Weasel. So we have it highlighted. So where is dude? I don't see the flag, which is concerning. I think I know where the dude is. Yeah. Plus, I think it would have shown him anyway if I'd hovered across. And yep, baby was a little weasel. All right, let's try this again. I think the very last one it said, bigger. Let's see, check summary. 2'8". Yes, yes, it's big enough. No, wait, this is the one, Chief. 2'8". Thank you. Look at them side by side. It's almost like the big one is the little one's older sibling. That is cute. Look how the tip of the little one's snout points up when it looks at us. What a precious little thing. And the big one's flotation sack. There's something reassuring about how large it is. Don't you think? Funny how Pokemon of the same species can seem so different depending on which one's bigger. Keeping an eye on Pokemon sizes when you're catching them might spice up your excursions. That's really neat. Are we able to tell how big they are just from looking at them in the overworld though? Maybe if we throw a Pokemon out, because we can have multiple ones out at the same time. I think keeping an eye out on Pokemon sizes when you're catching them might spice up your excursions. Thank you for the favor. I know your survey course folks with work is no joke, so keep at it. I'll be rooting for you. Nice. Oranberry and experience candy. That's worth. Thank you, kind sir. There's the bigger one. This is the one that we call for him. Hey there, buddy. Nice. So yeah, we can have our Pokemon out, just kind of there. That's our Staraptor. Can we have our Graveler out at the same time too? Yo, Graveler. Neat. We can just click. We just face them and click them back into their ball. This is really neat how we can just have them out. I really hope that they do something very similar in this new game where we can just kind of bring them right out and we can just kind of have them around us. A Rapidash. Hey there, buddy. Samurott, our fully evolved starter. Look at the gang. Just let everybody out. Everybody spread your wings and spread your bodies. This is my team. It's really cool seeing them all out of their Pokeball at a time. Okay, Jay said not only the times, one of the movies might be that the last week of showing it because other movie theaters aren't showing it. It's like 5 weeks old. Oh, the other one came out, I believe, last 2 weeks or last week. I'm gonna see Dragon Ball movie, Nope, and an OPE movie, which is the old one, and the Invitational, which is pretty new. I'm gonna have a blast. Sounds like it, man. Is Tangrowth asleep? Did it just keel over? It's actually really, it's kind of cute. Just all just start going to sleep. They've been working hard. They deserve a rest. I like how Skuntank's just kind of here. He's like, "What is you doing, Grappler?" Although all Rapidash is like trying to stay up. Well, I mean, it's on four leg, just trying to. Oh, we wake them up. Hi. I wish we could like pet our Pokemon, but the main thing we can do is just talk to them, which is still really nice. Staraptor. Woo! Tangrowth. Woo! Samurott, you good? Skuntank. Okay, it was asleep. What's up? Grappler. That's pretty cool. Your Pokemon are just out here. Yeah, exactly. I love Arceus, man. I love that we can just do this. Like, it's really cool we can just have them out of their Pokeball. Does it show them on the map? No. I wonder how far we can go. They're just gonna look at us. Cause yeah. Like, whenever we go to each one, we just click it, and they go back in the Pokeball. Samurott. Star. Gravel's already in there. Tangrowth. Going back. And Skuntank coming back. Because their icon turns gray. And then it comes back to color when they're in their Pokeball. Yeah, this game really had a lot of good things about it. This game can do all this. Imagine what they can do in Scarlet and Violet. Exactly! What if they keep these features in the next game? It's gonna be great. I look forward to Scarlet and Violet a whole bunch. That was the main mission I wanted to do before I ended the stream, was just find a big enough weasel that would satisfy. Because he wanted one that was 2 feet 7 or bigger. We managed to finally find it. Where is the... Let's see. Your quarters. Item storage, change outfit. Clothier, hairdresser. General store. Yes. I want to go here. Where is that? Oh, we're right in front of it. I think. You Choi? You're Choi. You're the one responsible for us not having a good inventory. Not really. Because whenever we go to a camp and talk to a person, they're like, if Choi would give us better inventory, we could like give us better selection, we'd have more of an inventory. Let's see. You there, valued customer. Wouldn't you rather I had more wares for you to choose from? It'd be nice. That it would. Unfortunately, Tao Hiwa refuses to provide me with any goods to offer. He won't listen to a word I say, so would you try to persuade him from me? I'm sure you'll get somewhere if you bring him some hearty grains as a token of goodwill. 2 or 3 stocks ought to do it. I'd make it 3 to play it safe. Getting a hold of new wares. Hearty grains. Where are those even found? Do we have any hearty grains already? Probably not. Let's check our storage. Would you like to buy something? Item box. Let's see. We have 2. We already have 2 hearty grains. Where'd we find these? If I could find one more, I bet that would just be built in. It says, I want to pet my Raichu and give him a champ a handshake. That'd be great. I'll play with your Pokemon. Playing the Pokemon would be nice. That's why I really liked Pokemon or Me on 3DS when the X and Y came out, because we were able to just feed them and just kind of play with them in that little in that area on the bottom screen. And then what was the next ones being Sun and Moon. We were still able to do it, but they renamed it to, I think, Pokemon Play or it renamed it, but it was the same thing. And Scarlet and Violet, no, excuse me, Sword and Shield had the Pokemon camps you set up, and then you were able to interact with them that way too. I really want to play with Persian, Skitty, and the Eevee. Or swim with Wailord or Golduck. Dude, swimming with your Wailord, just be careful when you're swimming next to it that it can see you. I would imagine Wailords have huge blind spots. They're not going to be able to see you all the time. Careful where you're swimming. Okay, but as far as this, let's take the stamp. Well, we can keep a stamp there. We'll put this. Wait. Wait, we can just stamp this random areas. Why? I'll put an acorn there. Nice. General store. Getting a hold of new wares. Oh, they're in there. Well, we'll be doing these these requests on the side, in between. But this is going to be the end of the stream, though. Or actually, I think I'll just go ahead and like rank up. I'll show that on camera first. Then that'll be stream. Because once we rank up, we'll be able to carry on. Yes. Have you made progress on your research task? If you have progress to report, I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokédex. And yes, here you go. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. New rank, baby. With this, you have officially attained the rank of 5th star in the Galaxy Expedition team. You can now use Wing Balls. Pokemon up to level 65 will obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Have this as well. It is a further recipe you'll need for crafting. Whenever we have access to more Pokeballs, they give us the recipe for said Pokeballs. Really cool. Recipe for Wing Balls from scratch required an apricorn, a Sky Tunnel Stone, and an Iron Chunk. Continue to dedicate yourself to completing the Pokédex if you hope to rise higher in the rank. It would not be an exaggeration to say that you might be the only one among the Survey Corps I can ask for surveying the Alabaster Iceland. You know your orders. See your mission through. Head to the Alabaster Icelands for the Slumbering Lord of the Tundra. So this is going to be an ice area. Sweet. Let's update this accordingly for next time, because we're playing more Arceus on stream Sunday. So not that much of a wait this time, boys. Because tomorrow's Smash for Friday, then Saturday is Pokemon, of course, and then Sunday will be more Arceus. We'll do Mario Kart beforehand, but it'll be Arceus Day. I really want you to watch my stream whenever I stream this game called Duel Monsters. Excuse me. Let me read this from the start. I really want you to watch my stream whenever I stream this game called Duel Monsters on the PS2. You're going to see why I love this game. Sure, I'm down. Sure. Yeah, let me know when you plan on streaming it, and I'll do my best to be there. If it's after 4 and I'm not streaming myself, which is kind of rare these days, Um, depending on the time, yeah, I should definitely be there. And like, even if I do plan to stream, I'll even keep it on the side and like lurk, and I'll like talk wherever I feel like I can. What was the rest of this mission here? Let's head to. There we go. Head to Alabaster, Iceland. There we go. That is the mission for next time. Oh, did I say monsters? My bad. Dual masters. Dual masters. Yeah. Either way, I'm down to check it out. So we have research points. We have 8,630. To our next rank, 2,370. We have caught the golden number of 69 Pokemon. 101 seen Pokemon. We haven't really encountered many unknowns. I guess I'll just call this stream like the research research return. Ooh, I like that title. I like that. That's what I'm gonna name the. Yeah, I'll name this research return, and then the story continues for the next part. Yes, yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Or return to research. There we go. Both of them are good titles. Jay says too much trash talk. What are you talking about? But surprisingly, I have not saved. I'm gonna do that now. Current time, and then playtime. We played this for 33 hours. What items you have people have lost? There are a lot of lost satchels. I'm definitely gonna do my best to get all these satchels, especially with all these help Pokemon that I have now. Like there's nothing too far for me to get. Like there's very little reason for me to not get these things. Oh, I have a lost satchel still. Items that I dropped when I fainted. Yo, can someone help me get my satchel? Apricorn. Somebody. 11 items including orange berries. Having a Stardust in there, I can sell that. Grit Pebble. I know I'm getting an 8. So 6 through 8. I like how Pebble is the higher one. Yet Grit Dust, Grit Gravel. Oh yeah, Dust, then Gravel, then Pebble. That is the next step up. 44 more Apricorns would be great to have to just assemble stuff. Plenty lost satchels. These are Obsidian Fieldlands, Crimson Islands. Yeah, I can definitely be doing these on the side. I mean that's just 3 points. I can just retrieve these people's satchels, and then it'll just come back into my it'll give me points, and I can retrieve those points at one of these locations. All right, but save one more time because I'm a Pokemon player. I save all the time when I remember to. Or like when you save, like did I say let's save again? And that's what we're doing. It changed to be a minute right there. But I'm gonna put this music back on. Alright, yeah, we'll just change it to be Jubilife Village. Play this track, and we'll go to the home screen. We're gonna end off with this music playing. Okay. So Jay says, I mean, there's too much trash talking in Duel Masters. Didn't want to get humble. Oh, you were talking about that. Me. I need to get in the habit of doing this more often with using my magnifier. There's too much trash talking duel masters than wanting to get humble when you beat them, especially at the school rounds. That's just your regular bully. They'll talk all a bunch of smack, but then when you actually do something that impresses them, say, "Oh man, yo, respect." I was like, "Get out of here, dude. Get out of here." Alrighty, so we'll change this up here. Properties. God, where's my magnifier? I need to make this zoom back out. Alright, properties of this text. Alright, so thanks for watching. Tomorrow is Smash. More Smash. I'll just hide this one. Actually, I'll just do one better. I'll just show you my schedule. There we are. So we fulfilled this, even though we started later than 7, more like 8:30. We still had fun in Arceus, even if it was just on the side, just doing side quests. But part of the fun of the game. And then tomorrow, Friday, we're doing a run in Fire Hazard number 9. So that's going to be at 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be good to try to test my mettle against these very good players with my Yoshi. So we didn't do, well, actually, we were doing okay as far as the fights themselves. Yeah, that schedule, Jay, in terms of fighting people in Coin Box. But because my connection was so foreign to me how my dad had it set up that day, I just kept dropping games, and it was unfortunate. I basically lost because my connection wasn't what I was used to, and it kicked me out of. It died during matches. If your connection fails you during a match, it's their rules that you just have to forfeit that game. I had to forfeit a whole set for that reason. So I'll make sure that my connection is a lot better going into the next time I play in Coin Box, or at the very least, I make sure that my connection is just this when I go into the next Coin Box. I might try again next week. Because next week, 21st? Yeah, I think I'll just try again next week for the Coin Box. Because games, I felt like I was adapting in the games I played. I just wasn't able to focus because I was worrying about my internet connection. But anyway, Saturday is Pokken DX. Going to be our top 4 coverage for Road to Greatness, number 58. Then Sunday, we're playing Mario Kart 64 to continue our Karting Down Memory Lane series. Playing all these Mario Kart games to get in the feel for when more tracks come through the booster course pass. That's going to be about 3 or 4-ish on Sunday, and then we're going to continue some more Arceus somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So 7 is our next stacked day where we're doing 2 streams in one. Hope you look forward to it. Hope you guys look forward to any of these streams that I have coming at you in the next couple of days. Basically our weekend. And Jay says, I'm going to look up more editing videos. I want to know how people talk on camera, then it transfers to different pictures while talking about a simple pause. That's usually them showing stuff on a higher layer. They use B-roll footage. I feel like you've done that before in your videos. Unless you mean streams. Let me read that message again. You said, look up more editing videos. I want to know how people talk on camera. Then it transfers to different pictures while talking without a simple pause. That's just them putting picture or video above their camera layer, so it shows the B-roll or the visual interest over your camera. You can still, because you'll still have the camera there, because the cameras and the microphone is probably where your audio is coming from in the first place. So if you didn't have the picture or video there, it would still be you on camera. But if you're putting that on top of it, then it shows the picture after the fact. I've shown myself in Photoshop for streams making pictures, when I get into editing stuff, or like get back into my group of editing, I think I might make a stream dedicated to just me in Photoshop and then me in Premiere Pro. But how? It's just drag and drop. You're like, think of it like the your timeline goes all the way out first, right? One layer is your main camera footage. The layer underneath it is usually the sound, the audio attached to that video file. If you can make a layer above those two, and that's what you would put. That's where you would put the other. You would put a picture above that. Jason, I didn't do that. My editing software is still Movie Maker. So what you did was just the same thing, but extra steps. What you did was that you rendered out one thing first to make it a video file, and then you put that video in Movie Maker again, and then you just probably added pictures and other sounds on top of what was already there, so it seemed like it was edited further. I wish it was that for me because it's not like that. I feel like it is. It's just, yeah. Again, that's what I wanted. Cause see, I pay for the Adobe suite every month, so I have access to Photoshop. I have access to everything from Photoshop to Premiere Pro to Illustrator. I've used Windows Movie Maker, and I have used a repeated free trial for Camtasia for years. Like, I literally have 100 plus gigabytes worth, probably more than that, of data files from Camtasia, where I edited my videos from 2015 to 2019, where I was recording things from my desktop, either gaming stuff or when it was reaction videos, because I did reaction videos to anime and different cartoons like Lion Guard, and just other things, and Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and some other stuff I reacted to like Death Battle. And those are videos that I never even put up on YouTube for some reason. It's just been sitting. I'm telling you, I've literally been sitting on content for 5+ years. I just have not motivated myself enough to edit and put it up on my YouTube channel. I honestly could have had more subscribers than I have now if I just put in the work and was not a lazy bum. And Jace has Photoshop. I don't want to see how people do it. Yeah, if you want to see Photoshop, you can check out any of my streams. At the very end of certain things, I have done stuff in Photoshop where I showed how I rearranged things. I have Photoshop up now because let me see. I think it will show up with Chrome, which is fine. Where's my Photoshop? So for example, Photoshop here, I'm able to have it open. And let me go to my phone so I can still see your chat. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm long overdue. I need to just stop this stream and just be winding down for bed. But wait, do I really have 5 viewers still? Let's go. Appreciate y'all just kind of being here for random stuff. It just does not want to show chat past when we were talking about ages and grades. That was when we were still playing Sonic Adventure. Come on, my channel. And then, what is this? I'm trying to be able to see your messages in time. Okay, this should show new things. Alright, Photoshop. So, I'm not really... I was just showing you different things I have layered. The way that I have this text right here, like, this is how I've done things with text to give nice effects. Is if you see on the layers on the side over here, I have the text, then I have a layer under it that's got title and stroke. If you get rid of this, you have this. Well, it doesn't matter what color the word is under it, but I just made the stroke bigger for this one. Because the top one has this color, this green coloration that matches the theme, and the stroke is, it's just, I added an effect, and then stroke, and it's 3 pixels for black, but I have the white able to show around it more because I have stroke and it's white and it's 6 pixels. So that 6 pixels shows up around the white, excuse me, around the black because it's bigger. That gives that effect for that. The Arceus logo, and it's the same thing I do for my numbering over here. The 13 on top got the black stroke, and behind it, it's got the white stroke, so it looks like it's got extra around it. Arceus, I just have a drop shadow. Because if you look at it comparing, take the drop shadow away, it just kind of looks like it's just there, but the drop shadow gives it more of a definition. And this box, I have the fill is actually 40. So if I were to make it 100, then it's just plainly colored. Can't really see through it. But I wanted to still be able to have the back, like that part of the background visible. So make it 40 again, and you can slightly see through it, and that's where my chat appears over. And then I have my webcam box. This is just a box here that if you were to go up here at the top, it's got a stroke of a color of 2 point, and then there's just no fill. So it's just nothing in there. If it had a fill like that, it would just look like this, and the webcam would just try to show up. Well, the webcam would still show up over this. I guess it would be fine to have this here if there was nothing else. But my webcam covers up the numbering, that guide. Like this is how I knew what size to make my camera in OBS. I followed that guide. Same thing with the game. I knew I had to make it by this size because I followed the sizes of the boxes here. This is not even really anything what you asked for, but I was just showing you just kind of how I work in Photoshop. Wish I can do a simple drop a picture, but it doesn't work for a movie maker. The nice setup you got there. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Yeah, another time I'll go in Premiere Pro, and I'll show you like how I would go about editing stuff. It would be a lot of repeating and hearing the same clips over and over and over again. Maybe I might make a day where I just decide to stitch together a lot of VODs from the Road to Greatness weekly tournaments. Like if I wanted to just showcase different sets like on their own, then that could be a thing. So if people want to see the entire stream VOD, I'll have that video for them. But if they just wanted to see specific ones, I'll just edit the video further, just be the specific sets. It says, please do. I just need a refresher. I need a refresher, honestly. I haven't touched anything with editing in quite some time. My most recent thing says, oh wow, you're still alive. Yeah, we're wrapping things up though. We're at the end. But I was just talking with Jay for a bit here. Yeah, it's ending. Yeah, I have work in the morning, Casey. I'm not a madman. The most recent thing that I went in Premiere Pro for was I was putting in footage when me and Viper recorded our Nuzlocke for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. He's already in peace, Casey. Thank you for being on the stream earlier for Sonic Adventure. Hopefully the food you had was good, the Taco Bell, and anything else you had to take care of. Hopefully that went well too. Why is this? So open project. Let's just click this one. It says 3 months ago that I even touched this in Premiere Pro. I end up just using this source for Photoshop, and I'm gonna make a separate scene for things for programs. Window capture. We'll name this Premiere Pro, and then we will. Oh, there it is. I like how it just attached to it. Probably because it's the most recent thing. But anyway, that's it. screen. There we go. Gotta move you down. Start Premiere Pro. Have you above. There we go. Yeah, as far as timelines, because when you look into a video, like into any of these things for tracks for editing stuff, this is your main area. First of all, this layer is the main video part, and then this layer is the audio. And then as far as putting anything, just put a random picture in here. There would be a new item. No. This shows how long I've been in this program myself. In a minute. Import. There we go. New item? No, yeah, it's import. Import would be pictures, video, what have you. I'll just go into this folder for game logos. And let's just put a Pokemon Arceus logo on here. Because yes. So if we drag this up here, the Arceus logo shows up above, and it will show up above it for that bit of time. So the Arceus logo pops up for that bit of time, and then it vanishes. And you can drag it to so it shows up for there longer. The farther across it is on the timeline, the longer it's gonna show up. We can even go on the item itself and make it smaller. There we go. And you can even do things like timing how big. Hello. And you can even time it being bigger or smaller. That's something I won't do now. I'll take too much time. A blank screen. What? Why is it showing up blank? It's so weird. Why is it blank? That's so dumb. How do you know what to press? Because I remember I retained some stuff from class. I just need to see Premiere Pro because I'm sick of Movie Maker. I mean, most of it. If you know how to work Photoshop or anything in Adobe's suite, you most likely use other programs. It's just a matter of knowing what things are what. I don't know why this is showing up black though. This is just an OBS kind of thing. Not wanting to pick up thingamabob. Property. So little. Maybe this one? Windows 10 up. There we go. It's so weird. You have to go in and adjust this. It's on their capture method. Windows 10 and up, how it shows up. So, okay, here we go real fast. So I put this picture file on the layer above these two things. And because it's there for this bit of time, there we go. If you just kind of let it play, the Arceus logo will appear there for a second.
DBA, work with me, please.
And then disappears. So it's the way that that Juan's gonna be able to edit together our footage. It would be a matter of importing the file. New. What is? I don't know where the import button is. button editor. Import. I think I have the thing that had a Nuzlocke, maybe? Pokemon. I think I don't know where I put the thing at. General graphics, logos. Yeah, I have no idea. That'll be another time. It's too late. I can do it. I just know how to start it. Wait, what are you saying you know how to do? So I'm just gonna close this out. I don't need to save this. I'm just doing things. Let's go ahead and show this screen, shall we? We are ending. I appreciate this is a very extended version of this song, by the way. But yeah, this is the stream. If you want to see more, please follow. If you're notified the minute I go live next. My name is Darsheen, and this has been Yoshi96. If you want to see more, check out my other socials: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. If you want to be able to follow, like, subscribe, and join respective platforms. A Discord server is the place to be if you want to be able to get notifications for when streams are going live, or if there's any sort of delays for streams. That's where I put them at, first and foremost. And it's a community server, so if you want to talk about other gamers, post your own memes and whatnot, and interact with other people that have similar interests, possibly, or join events between Pokemon Tournament and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, then this is the place that you have to join to be to play in said events. And yeah, people are and there's the people in here are generally pretty cool, pretty chill. So I'm more than happy to have you. With all that said, I think I am done here. I am signing out for now, but not forever. Have an amazing rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. I'm gonna be looking real fast to see if I can raid somebody. I doubt 20 is still alive, but we'll see who is. He is still alive, man. I'm just gonna go to the stream and see. Oh, Sechichi was playing Bug Fables. Wait, because on my it said Bug Fables was on sale. I'm actually gonna double check how long that sale will last, because Bug Fables is such a good game from what I've seen. And I definitely need to check up on it. Because I think it's only $30 and it's on sale for like half or more off. So yes, we're getting that. But rating wise, I don't want to be spoiled about the game though. So we're gonna go my man 20x that. Man Smash. Scanning shenanigans and looking for Mario Party friends low. How long is it in live? 2 hours? Yeah, this is definitely where we're going. All right, y'all. Again, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more in terms of Pokemon. There's a Pokemon, Mario, Sonic, and more gaming content, and some other variety content in the near future. Stay safe, please, in these times. God bless. And I will see you guys next time. Send 20 your love and take care.